All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew episode 905 on this beautiful Monday evening. It is Kona Catchphrase Monday. Keywords, that's what we're going to be focusing in on tonight. More importantly, we're focusing in on passing exams. That's what we're trying to do. Pass some exams. Man, we had a great weekend. I hope you guys did too. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers yesterday. But every day is a Mother's Day if you really think about it. I mean, we got to give praise to our moms all the time, right? Without them, we would never be here. That's facts, just facts. Moms bring life. I mean, I don't know. That's an ultimate flex, right? I mean, how do you beat that?
You can't.
I give life. That's a mic drop, right? I mean, I'm just saying. But anyways, I mean, I know there's some people are like, well, technically God gives life. I'm like, okay, I got you. But let's just say moms have the oven. You know what I mean?
That's right.
They put up with a lot. I know my mom did. So I'm just so glad that all of you are here because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And tonight we're going to talk about passing exams. But first, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that answers all the phone calls, text messages, all that stuff in the background. But you're not here for what's in the background. You're here for what's in the foreground because you're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can pass those exams. What exams? The SIE, the 6, 63, 26, 65, 7, because she's got them all. She's like Pokemon. She just goes out there and catches them all. But you know what, guys, for reals, I'm gonna say this. You got, like, look, if you didn't get a pass notice this last weekend, or maybe you tried and you failed, you can't take it personal in the way that it shuts you down, and you got to take weeks, maybe months, maybe years off for your feelings to recover. That you can't do that. You just got to come back and you got to get back to swinging at it. There's one thing I do know, and is that people that win, they don't care about losses in the same way that you care about losses. Maybe they care about losses in the way that they know that that's not the way to win. We take notes and we go back at it, and then we go back again, and we don't make those same mistakes. And then it's just a road to winning. It's a roadmap to the win. It is just something that's going to happen. They don't say, I hope. They don't say, I wish. It's just written that I am going to win. It's an expectation. I am going to win. It's just a matter of time when I do get that win. But I will keep going until I get the win. But I'll tell you this, you're not going to get there if you ain't practicing. You're not going to get there if you're not showing up. You're not going to get there if you can't even get out of bed to go do the things you need to go do. You're not going to get there if you keep making excuses for what you didn't do that day. And you know what? You all know what an excuse is, and you know when you're lying to yourself. That's a fact. You can say, I want to get my pass notice. Some of you are looking for a pass notice before convention in July. Someone hit me up today and they're like, hey, is it possible? Do you think it? I get this from everybody. So this person might be watching or whatever. I'm not going to pick on this person because I get this multiple times, and I'm going to get this multiple times from a lot of people. Hey, do you think it's possible I can get my exam passed, whatever exam, in 2 to 3 weeks? No, the question to you is, I don't know. Is it possible? Number one, you have to believe that you can do it. I can't do that. Number two, are you going to commit to doing it consistently? Number three, are you going to be coachable and stick to the process? And number four, are you going to follow through no matter what happens? And be honest. Are you going to do all those things? Are you? Then it is possible. In any time frame. In any time frame, if that is your strategy, if that's your state of mind, if that's your mentality, I don't care what it is, you will get it done. But I'll tell you what, a coach cannot make a player show up to the field to practice. A coach cannot drag you out of bed and make you do all the things that are not on the field they're necessary. You got to take care of yourself. You got to eat, you got to sleep, you got to work, you got to do all the studying, you got to do all the film watching, you got to do everything in the background that makes it happen. All the note taking, you're going to do all the flashcards, you're going to have to ask the questions, you're going to have to show up and be ready with notes at class, you're going to have to watch that video, you're going to have to learn all the things that you didn't know that you needed to know because you went to a crappy school in public school, right? You're going to have to know how and learn about yourself and all your shortfalls, and you're going to have to correct them. Because sometimes, guys, and I know this hurts for a lot of people, they'll go, Andy, I did all that I could. I did 100% and I still didn't get a pass notice. Guess what? I hate to break it to you. Your 100% isn't there yet. That doesn't mean that you can't get there. That just means that your 100%'s got to go up. You're not there yet. You got to learn. You got to be humble enough to know that you don't know everything, that your 100 isn't 100 compared to other people who are getting the same thing. It's a bitter pill to swallow. But if you stay humble, you can get there. You can do it, and you can do it again and again and again in every freaking level that you apply it to. But are you willing to do it? That's the question. So if you want to get this thing done, and if you want to ask me if it's possible for you to get a license, if it's possible for you to pass an exam in whatever time frame that you got, guess what? Answer that question of yourself. Am I willing to commit? Because if you're looking for a mid-level, if you're going to look for mid-level effort, you're going to get mid-level results. Period. That's just the way it's going to be. If you're going to go and take 3 to 4 weeks to go get this thing done and you only study for 2 and you only really cared for 1, guess what? You're going to get 50% of it there because you only really put 2 weeks of effort in. That's 50%. What else did you expect? It's just the way it is. I'm just giving you guys the real talk. We're halfway through the year almost. Where are you at? So the next time you're at home, I want you to ask yourself, what am I doing at home? Am I putting in the work? Am I getting in those studies? Am I taking them notes? Am I rewatching those videos? What am I doing at home? That's what you got to ask yourself every time. What am I doing at home? And I don't want to hear about your babies. I don't want to hear about how your kids drive you crazy. I don't care about your sickness. I don't care about none of that. Because everybody goes through something and people are deciding to win anyway. They're deciding to win anyway. They're doing it anyway. I hate to say it like that, but you got to figure it out. Or you're just going to be on a treadmill, wondering why am I always on this hamster wheel of life where it's constantly the same dang cage every dang day. You got to break out the cage. You're going to have to figure it out. Guys, it's the hardest prison break of your life. Some people don't make it out, but it's all mental. It's all mental. You can get it out. You just got to it's mentally there. Guys, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about on our courses, our classes. We don't just give you content. Brandy went over it today in the all members. She had a whole thing. If you didn't catch it, you got to catch it. You got to hit the QR code. You got to hit the links in the chat. Get involved. We got Kona Academy tomorrow. We got test taking techniques. We got all that stuff happening. We got it in video. We got it in audio form. We got it in a 21-day plan where it's self-guided, or you can do the guided program with Brandy in the Academy. We got stuff for the 6, 63, 26, 65, and we even have something for the 7s. Guys, you catch us on there. We got it all. Scan the QR code, hit the links. We got study guides. We got the Kona community. We got it on Discord, 951-290-3077. That's where you can catch me. And also we got Instagram, Telegram. Tomorrow we got a reminder. We got the Kona Academy tomorrow starting off at 9:30 a.m. Check your local listings there for your class time. The reminder already hit your email so you can get all those links to get in. Series 6 we're going to have. 63 we will not. Small group tutoring we will not. We got one more track meet tomorrow for our baby girl, so we will be there with her, and then we'll be back to normal as always. But we got to be coaches on the sideline as parents, right?
That's right.
All right. If you're not following me on Instagram, I wish you would. I tell you what, because when they give me a picture and they let me know, It's because they decided to win. They made the commitment. They did all the work at home. Like I said, they asked themselves, "What am I doing at home?" And they did it.
Yep.
And they decided to win anyway.
Yep.
So guess what, Brandy? With all that,
yeah.
Guess what we did?
What?
We added another one to the Kona Hall of Fame because we got passes. Yes, we do. We got passes. We had a great weekend. We had a great weekend of passers, guys. I'm not even going to tell you. We got a lot of people that have not given us a picture. One person's still working on what the quote they won't. Right. So we're gonna go through it though. I have a couple that here that they give me pictures and they did tell me how they did it.
Yeah.
So let's go for it. First off, I just want to say this guy is a KonaButterflyz Studying Brew regular. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. This guy is here every night, Monday through Thursday. He gets his whole team on, gets his wife on here.
Yes.
He figured out a way to win, and he's like, y'all, I'm not keeping a secret. We're all going to win together. And he's on here, and he already got his SIE. He already has his 6. He already got his 63. He's fully licensed.
Yep.
And then he got this pass notice to get that Series 26. He is now a principal. He is ready to level up. I could go on and on about it, but I know he's got words to say. Congratulations to John. Tell all the fine people on here on how you got this thing done. Go ahead and unmute yourself and let them all know. Thank you, John.
All right. So good evening, Kona family. All right. So, I think I'm still nervous until now. So, yeah, my security licensing or license journey is not easy because, from SIE until Series 26, I failed 7 times. So I failed 7 times, but I stand up 8 times, right? And, actually, the last test of my Series 26, that was actually, I got 68%, so it's almost there. But, after that exam, there's a lot of things happened to me, lots of things, lots of things to do with my family. I went home to Philippines, so I don't have actually my study period, study habit is, it was discontinued. But for me, that the last 10 days before my exam is critical, So what I did, I just, rewatch the replay on about from Brandy about the 10 days. What do I need to do 10 days before my exam? So I focus on that. As much as possible, I will do my 120 full quizzes the same time of my exam. So usually I took my exam is every 12 noon because my schedule is 12:15. So as we all know, 12 noon is after lunch. So, it's I'm like feel sleepy, but okay, no excuses. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to take my 124 quizzes. But I think that's the game changer because my first 2 exam, I admit, Brandy, I just do the simulated quiz. I didn't do the 120 full quizzes. But this time, sometimes I do 120 full quizzes in a day, but at least once a day, I do my 120 full quizzes. And of course, the day before, I think that's Friday, I attended the all members Zoom, and then it really helps me because Brandy, she discussed about all Series 26, so it gains confidence for me, right? And I know because during the practice, the live Zoom meeting, I am the one answering all the correct question, right? But it really add confidence to me. But the day before, I just follow what Brandy said. 1 full quizzes, review, mindset, positive mental attitude, and because I know my quizzes is there. I keep hearing this from Brandy. your score is good. You got this, John. You can do this. Okay. So, and then, of course, it's for, we should have all a humble confidence, right? I just visualize the pass and I show this to Brandy. My last fail notice last March. I cross it up, and I put pass, and I put the date, and I sign.
That's what I'm
And
talking about.
Heck yeah.
voila. And of course, I passed the following day. And of course, do not leave the negativity comes into your mind, into your body, anything, and rest. Good thing that day my wife's supposed to be, she's working at night duty because she's a nurse. She called and she called her supervisor that I'm sick because she wants to spend with me, with my family. We're just relaxing, sitting on the backyard,
I love it.
having some rest, breathing, and of course, um, on the day, it's really, it's very important, the day of your exam. No quizzes. Um, keep your mind fresh, right? Um, of course, I have plenty of prayer warriors. I think our entire team pray for me. And shout out to BBH family that plug in tonight. Thank you for your support. And of course, my exam is 10 o'clock. I'm already within the vicinity of the testing center. There's McDonald's there. I went to McDonald's, I ordered two hot coffee and review my notes, study notes. The last thing I read is the timetables. It really helps me because I take almost 20, more than 20 questions about timetables. So it really helps me. And no, and I alarm my phone. I alarm it at 11:40, and then 11:40 I walk going to the testing center with a smile, and what I want just to see is the four letters, the pass, not the pass, PASS. And then that's all. I'm sorry. This is really this is my I have one story because during my exam, Brandy, at 103 question, my computer shut down,
Oh,
shut off. It's totally black. So I got nervous. When I called the proctor, I raised my hands. I think after 5 minutes, she came and she did an investigation. What happened? What did you do? Are you done with exam? I told no, I'm not yet done. I'm just on my 100 plus question. And good thing, I still have almost 2 hours because I applied for LEP, the language in English proficiency. If English is not your first language, you can apply for this. It's an additional hour. So good thing I have that hour. I couldn't that I can still finish my exam. So they fixed it. They do investigation, and after 5 minutes, they restart the computer and it went back to 103 questions. And I continue my exam. And the last 10 question, I remember what told me to pray before you answer the last 10 question. And I did it. And I think an hour and 50 minutes, I submit already my my exam. And I think, if I'm not, I didn't forget 2 minutes when I click the submit. I didn't look I didn't look on the computer, the desktop. After 2 minutes, I would do like this, and I saw the pass notice, and that's it. So to all the Kona family member here, if you are new here, so just this is what I learned from Brandon, from Andy. Um, it's not it's not this the skills, the test, the technique, the test taking techniques, but also they instill us the values of being disciplined, perseverance, and consistency. That's all. Thank you very much.
oh wow.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody. That was it. That's all we got for the Studying Brew. That's all you need to know. John covered everything. No, honestly, he had great points in there, and of course, he's a winner. So you got past the Series 26. He's now a principal. Guys, there is some great stuff in there, and one of the main things is, look, he got knocked down 6 times, got up 7. He's now winning.
Yep.
He's done. As far as, I mean, he's going to go get a Series 65, but you know what? These are the critical exams he needed for him and his family to move up.
Yeah.
To go get that next level that he's been working hard. And if you can see all the hardware on his wall behind him, all of that is amazing, but it wasn't for anything because he couldn't level up without these licenses. It was everything he needed to do to practice to where he's going. But look, you got it. Sometimes you just got to have that discipline to get through it. And just like John says, that's all it is. It's just the discipline. It's the just getting through it. Critical 10 days right before the perseverance. Anyway, what do you got, Brandy?
No, guys, look, John was like super coachable. He would send me messages. He'd send me his scores, just to make sure that he was on track. Some of you guys do tell us like, hey, I have to take a moment because of whatever. And guys, he was always coachable. Like he was always coachable and he was always on and he was always like the first to ask questions if he needed them. And yeah, he sent me his manifestation the night before. He goes, I'm just manifesting it. That's all. So awesome. I love that.
One of the main things I want to circle on there, and then we'll go on to our next pastors. This is super important and so overlooked. And I know when he said his little story, you guys were probably going, oh, how cute. When he put a pass notice on that fail notice.
Yes.
Visualize the past. Guys, do you know why most of you don't pass these exams? It's not actually in the exam room. It's on the way there. Many of you visualize the fail notice more than you visualize the pass notice.
What if I don't pass?
Some of you stay up all night and all day just pondering how you're not going to pass. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not good at exams. Oh, I'm going to fail. Oh, I know it. I'm not going to do good. Oh, I'm not going to fail. You visualize the fail. You're visualizing the wrong thing. Visualize the pass.
Yes.
Visualize everything that's going to happen when you do pass. Visualize from the minute you walk in there to every exam question going through your head, just knowing the answer, to pushing the button, to seeing the pass notice right up on the screen.
Yep.
All of it. Visualize that. It has to be in the forefront of your mind and everything that you think about, not the fail.
Exactly.
The other thing I want to touch upon is the fact that he got extra time to do the exam. If you have English language as not your first language, you can get extra time.
Yes.
Just recently at the end of the year, last year, FINRA now allows you to get that extra time for the SIE.
Yep.
You do have to go on to FINRA to get that extra time. So if you do have that as your, English is not your first language, go get that extra time. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you this though, statistically, the firm that we work with, most people don't even use that extra time. If you prepared yourself, most people don't use it, but it is nice and comforting, especially if you have that language barrier, to know that you do have that extra time to work it out.
Yeah. If
English is something you struggle with, and why not? If they got extra time, take it.
Take advantage.
If you're going to take any other exam like the 6, the 63, the 26, there is a way to get that extra time. I know in Primerica there is a way to get that extra time. It's on your dashboard, so go look for that.
Yeah.
But you can also get that from FINRA or NASA. You probably can go on their sites and find out how to get that extra time as well. So
yeah.
All right. We're not done yet. Congratulations. I want to say this to Jason Guzman for passing the SIE.
That smile.
Congratulations. That is a pastor notice smile.
Yeah, it is.
He said, pass my SIE, third time's the charm. Thanks for all the help and tips, reading answers first and looking for all the things you guys suggest, looking for this helped so much. On to the next. Made it sweet and right to the point.
Yep.
Guys, it is, this guy, he was so hyped on passing. He quit when he quoted himself. He goes, looking at the questions first really helped. I'm all, do you mean the answers first? He's all, oh yeah, man, I'm so delusional from like passing. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
That's hilarious.
He goes, I'm so high on passing. Hey, guys, getting a pass notice and when you work so hard, look at that. The guy, he is beyond happy. That is extreme happiness. That's like going on a ride at Disneyland for the first time as a child.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they have this.
Just rise. Yes.
Yes. So congratulations, Jason, getting this thing done. He's off to the Series 6 and getting it done. I can't wait to have him on here for that Series 6. So congratulations on getting that done. Also, we had another passer. We didn't get a picture. Well, we're working on it. It's a work on progress, but we did get a congratulations to Zoila. She passed her Series 6 over the weekend as well. So congratulations to Zoila on getting your Series 6.
Yes.
So bam, in case we don't hear from you, we got another pass notice in the books.
Heck yes.
She took advantage of all the tutoring and everything.
She did, guys. And you know what? On our last session on Thursday, I told her, I said, it's okay to review your notes before you quiz. Do that on the exam. And guys, that's what really helped her. Like, it gave her the comfort. I said, well, I don't understand why we can't review our notes before we do that. Yeah.
I loved on the Discord the day before. I think it was the day before or the day of the exam. She took a picture. She goes, now it's time for me to relax and just let my mind cool down.
Yeah.
She was playing Mario Brothers, like the OG one. She was in a boss level. She took a picture of it.
That's right.
Guys, we're the only study preps I know that we tell you guys, and John took advantage of it. He had his family on the back porch. You got to let the mind rest. It is a very valuable computer. And even the most technological computers, even the phone in your hand, they all get overheated and they all got to cool down. You cannot keep pressing your brain and keeping it, tired before you go into that exam. You're going to be exhausted. You're not going to be on the top of your game. You got to be well rested. You got to know that you already put the work in and be confident when you go in there and be well ready and just,
ready to go.
Fresh. As John said, fresh. I want to be fresh. Exactly. Guys, that's exactly it. It's exactly it. But also, we want to learn those techniques and how to read those questions, because that's what if John was on right now, he would say, yeah, and learning those techniques. Guys, I'm telling you, reading those techniques and really looking at those keywords, it will help you in getting through this, because those questions, it doesn't matter what Q bank you're looking at. It doesn't matter what other thing you're looking at. Guys, the way they write those questions for every one of these exams is just dang confusing. It's just confusing. You know this stuff, but you're like, what? I don't even know what's going on. That's why we teach you guys techniques and strategies. Is more so in the members. We show you really how to keep yourself sane and taking these exams, so that way you can stay straight. But one of the main things that we teach you guys is looking for keywords. So what we're going to do is we're going to put answers up on the screen. We're going to put some questions up on the screen. We're going to get down to business and do some free learning. Guys, we got a whole bunch of stuff that you can get in our paid program where we go over this Mondays on our all members, Fridays on our all members, and we just do this all the time. But guys, check it out. If you're not following us, or if you're not joined up, hit the QR, scan the QRs on the screen, or hit the links. Guys, if you're on YouTube, get yourself a notification on us and subscribe and get into that and just really start learning this. So what I want to do is I'm going to read these answers and questions you put in the chat, or if you're at home, just go ahead and write out what those keywords, if you see patterns, if you see anything, opposite, same, similars, monas, whatever you see in there, it could be a clue to getting the right answer. Put that in the chat. Don't just put the right answer. Show or put in there what you think are the key phrases, notes, keywords, whatever, to what will lead you to that right answer, and see how you match up with Brandy. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. D, a mortgage bond. C, a collateral trust bond. B, an equipment trust certificate. A debenture. What do we got? Trust. Yeah, we got 2 trusts, right? Do you know what I know about debentures? They're like dentures. They're unsecured.
That's right.
Not like real teeth, right?
Right.
You can take them out.
Rahoo.
A mortgage bond.
Different. This one is different, right?
Yeah, that one is different.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Did I spell dentures right?
I don't know.
Good enough.
It's in there like Polydent right now.
Yeah.
A written promise made by a corporation to pay the principal at its due date and interest on a regular basis on one of its debt issues, but backed by no physical assets or titles to assets, could only be
perfect
Buying no physical dude, that is the key words right there, period.
Boom.
With that, the answer is A.
Boom.
Unsecured.
Boom.
No
boom.
backing. Nothing. Nothing.
Yep.
That's like saying I'll pay you the second Tuesday of next week.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a promise.
Yeah.
That may or may not come through.
It's a promise. Woo.
All right. 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central time, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time, 9:30 p.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern time. A seems like the graveyard. That seems, I'm just going to assume that we're doing business or some sort of phone calls. That's
Okay.
like weird, 9:30 to 4 a.m.
Okay.
That
yes.
probably doesn't happen at those hours.
Right. Right.
9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Central.
Yeah, that one is central, by the way.
Thinking 9 to 5.
I think that has something to do with the question, though. So
yeah, only one is central.
I want to say it's weird that it's 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, so let's look at that, shall we? Just a quick moment.
Just because we have a 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then we have a 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
So we see 9:30 to 4, and we see 9:30 to 4.
Yeah.
And we see 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, these two are opposite, right? Because one's PM to AM, no,
Yeah.
AM. Then I'm looking at these two, and these have the same time, but different time zones. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Same time, different time zones. If you guys had to take a guess and you guys were on the Studying Brew last week and saw what this is called, D is the double dip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Question.
Trading hours on the New York Stock Exchange are.
Okay.
Some of y'all be like, who knows this?
Where is New York?
East Coast. If you don't know that, I can't help you with that.
It's on the east,
That's
right?
that's that public school teaching that I remember I was talking about earlier.
It's not mid coast. New York is not mid coast, so we're not going to have central time, right?
No. If you didn't know that, now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
So the double dip works.
See, that's where the technique helps you out because you might not have remembered. You might have picked the 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. because you're like, that sounds about right. Who starts at 9:30 a.m.? That's weird. But now, if you notice that that answer had two things that tied it to, double dipped on it, right? Two different patterns tied into that one answer there. Yeah. You're like, okay, I'm going to lean on D just be based on techniques. No other thing because I can't remember any of this stuff.
You want to know how I remembered it was 9:30? Because I thought, okay, it's New York. There's a lot of traffic. I got to make sure that all of my floor people are going to get in by 9 so that they're on the floor by 9:30 when the market's open.
Makes sense.
I don't know if that's true, but if I was running the New York Stock Exchange, that's what I would say.
I knew it was 9:30 only because I had a customer who used to wake up at 6 in the morning, 4 a.m. to be on there on the computer at 6 a.m.
Yep.
D, limited gain on the stock and unlimited gain on the option position. C, limited gain on both the option and stock position. B, unlimited gain on the stock and limited gain on the option position. A, unlimited gain on the stock and option position.
They all start. Oh, wait, no.
It's like tongue twister Tuesday here.
I know.
Some of y'all already lost. You're right. What?
Should we just look at the question?
Yeah, let's do it. Michaela is a big fan of Seabird Coffee and is an enthusiastic investor. She currently owns 1,000 shares of the company stock and 10 call contracts on the stock as well. What is her maximum gain for this position? Maximum gain? Yeah.
Call up. And don't we have unlimited calling plans?
Yes.
Right? We have unlimited calling plans.
I think if I had maximum gain would be unlimited gain for me, but that's just me.
Right. And when you I love the fact that somebody who's obviously a member said there's no ceiling, right? Why do we buy stock?
Because there's no ceiling to
Because
it.
there's no ceiling. We want that thing to
Well, there's a floor to it though.
Here's a floor. Right? So there you go. That's it. I looked at this question and said, why not?
There you go.
Why not unlimited? Why not?
Yeah, you want all unlimited, right? If you want maximum gain, you want all unlimited.
Right.
No limits.
That's right.
That's just common sense, y'all. That's keywords. D, a custodial account. C, a limited joint tenancy account. B, an account with full power of attorney. A, an account with limited power of attorney. A and B are similar, yes. One's limited and one is full.
One is limited, one is full.
If a customer wishes to open an account in his name and would like to allow his spouse to make trading decisions, but not to be able to withdraw cash or securities, you would suggest he open. If a customer wishes to open an account in his name and would like to allow his spouse to make trading decisions, but not to be able to withdraw cash or securities, you would suggest he open.
You guys got it. The chat is on fire with not be able to equals limited. Bum, bum, bum.
Done thinking. Just click it.
Just click it. Just click it. We already knew the answer was A or B. I will never forget that Studying Brew. And I just
it pays to be here on the Studying Brew.
Yeah, and I just pulled this question tonight.
Guys, seriously, we had people that said that it helped them pass last week just being on the Studying Brew. They got the same content on the exam.
The next two are
D, foreign currency. C, the balance of trade. B, imports. A, exports.
Right, because I'm either exporting or I'm importing.
It's going in or it's going out.
Yeah. It's really nothing else, right?
Well, foreign money, foreign currency, balance of trade, balance of in and what goes out, right?
Balance, two things.
Yeah, two things. All right, I think we can see the question. The largest component of the U.S. balance of payment is. The largest component of the U.S. balance of payments is.
Look at you guys.
Balance of payment.
Would be balance of trade, right? Because it can't be just one export or import.
That would be unbalanced. I know. You're like, duh.
Yeah. But guys, sometimes we don't think that way when we're on because no way.
It could be that easy. Hold on. I was going to do that one, but it can't be that. So I'm going to go ahead and click the wrong one so I could be wrong again.
Balance is in the question. Balance is in the answers. All right, last one.
D, a branch manager. C, an executive officer. B, a firm principal. A registered options principal. A principal like John.
That's right.
John, our newest principal.
Dun, 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 dun.
Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Principal John.
I know he's going to be ordering up new business cards this week.
Yep.
Before an option trade may be entered for a customer, that customer's account must be approved for option trading by.
That is true. Approved is one keyword. But is it a firm principal? Option. So that would be.
We need the options.
That's right. We're gonna go specifically because, guys, I'm a principal. John's a principal, but you know what?
He's
Neither of us know options.
Not to be a principal over it.
Heck no, not enough. We know enough to pass our exams though. Boom, boom, boom.
John says, no gracias.
No.
Or however you say that in Tagalog.
Yes.
That's what he says.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know that one yet. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. That was it. That's what we got for keywords. But you know what? It's time for you to go crack a quiz. Go look for those keywords. Get those techniques into order. Be consistent. Be committed. Let's just do it. Let's just make it happen. You heard how to pass from John. Now, what else do you need to know?
He said it all.
Members, we got you tomorrow. Studying Brew tomorrow night. Test taking techniques. Same bat time. Same bat channel. See y'all tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you guys. Don't forget to practice the Kona Catch phrase in your quizzes. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great one.